Hello everyone. I had to shoot this scene real quick because the cassava root that I've been growing and allegedly I planted wrong, but I've still been watering daily. I wanted to show off its fruit. Or I should say, it's not fruit, it's actually, eso que se considera una raíz.
Una raíz.
I should show off its root. And it's so fresh that it's actually soft. It's not like the ones that you buy in the store. So this is the result from watering the cassava tree. And on the side that I water, that's just a few meters down the way from the grown. Oh, and also you see how easily she's able to take the skin off. This is literally just pulled from the ground. Lo sacaron del suelo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yeah, it's pulled from the ground. And
mira.
And look how easily the skin comes off. Because this is literally just came from the ground. So this is locally grown right here in our house. And unlike the avocado trees, which take years for them to mature and to grow into essentially trees which bear fruit, this one allegedly bear fruit and within 6 months to a year. But you do have to water it daily. This one is daily. It's not every other day like the avocado trees. All right, continue on to the video. I'm gonna put this in first, and in between, I'm also gonna show you. I'm gonna put a little pic of something that another fruit that was bared, but that one was, or another fruit that we received, but this was planted from the queen, Mama, many years ago, and this is the result of it. I will show this to you and then continue on to today's video. Thanks. Bye. This here is about 1 1/4 liter of pure coconut water, which was essentially we grabbed from the coconut trees that the queen, aka Mama, planted many years ago when we moved into this house. Hello, good afternoon, everybody who lives in the East Coast of the United States of America. It's 1310 hours on what feels like a Sunday to me, but really it's Saturday, the 18th of March 2023. It is 86 degrees Fahrenheit here in beautiful Pembroke Pines. Feels like 89. 30 degrees Celsius. And geez, I want to make this video without smoking so that my princess could see it. The princess could see it, but she knows better. She knows that if I ever catch her smoking before she's 21, punch her in the face. I don't know what else to say. All she's got to do is just be patient. Wait till she's 21. Then she can legally smoke. But before then, And that's what I would suggest to parents, because IMO, as soon as you tell a child they can't do something, they're going to be like, WTF. Why can I not do what you're telling me I cannot do? Now the law prohibits things for us to do, which many adults also are like, WTF. For instance, marijuana. When I moved here to the States, marijuana was illegal everywhere. And then towards the end of the 90s, medicinal marijuana became legal in California, I believe, or beginning of the 2000s. And then slowly but surely, it started getting, I'm gonna cut it short, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. They started growing it in the States. So in other words, the money was being held in the local economy. It wasn't going towards people of color. That's why it was illegal for so long. So when they started, genetically engineering it, which they've been doing for a long time, and they started growing it out here. I remember we used to have Arizona, I think it was called. Yeah, Arizona. Because usually the ones that came from abroad, they would come in bricks, unless it was Jamaican. You had Jamaican chocolate. I forgot what other kind of Jamaican And then in the 70s, from what I hear, they used to have one called Colombian Gold, which I'm guessing also didn't come in Brits. But either way, I'm talking too much about drugs. I don't condone drug use. Marijuana is illegal here in the state of Florida for recreational use as of now. It is legal for medicinal purposes, which is why in the recent video I shared, I was asking if anybody who might have watched, if they get it prescribed, and if so, if you would mind commenting. I know I'm asking of a lot, because essentially that's no one, you should not have to share medical information with anybody. So let's just say if you have a friend that has it prescribed, if you could just tell me like what the doctor prescribed them. Because I feel when people do it for recreation, it just turns out to be just like alcohol. You know, you got people that become potheads. They're just like you have alcoholics, you have potheads. So it goes straight from medicinal to something that you do that makes you forget things, and yeah, it just makes you really forgetful, to the point where it gets annoying to the people around you who don't smoke and have to constantly, like, almost like it's like you're dealing with like somebody who has like memory issues already, But anyways, I'm getting off topic here. My queen, I miss you. My princess, I miss you too. But I'm not gonna be selfish. I know you guys are spending time with, well, for my princess, her number one. I would expect for my queen too, because who's not gonna put their mom first before anybody else? They gave you life, for crying out loud. So I'm happy for them for that. It's been rather dull. I think some Premier League games, the good one. Well, I don't want to say any good ones, but Tottenham just played. I don't know if they won or not. Who did they play? I don't even remember. See, I'm not even that interested in it. This was my Barcelona hat, which I'm not gonna admit. I'm not gonna lie. I've always loved Barcelona, especially because just it's a different culture, and since I already went through culture shock once, I feel like it wouldn't hurt going through it again. They speak Catalan, Spanish, I believe it is, or they just call it, I don't know exactly what it's called. Catalunya? Well, no, Catalan is the name of the region. I think it's the name of the language too. But yeah, I remember the video when Justin Bieber punched somebody because they touched him when he was over in Barcelona. It's by the coast. It's the Mediterranean Sea, so it's right by the beach. But it's expensive. Spain in general is expensive. And Madrid is expensive. Barcelona is expensive. I imagine some of the other cities are not so expensive. I knew a lady who moved here from Murcia, I believe it's pronounced, or I always get it wrong. I think it's Murcia, if not Murcia. I'm so sorry. One of the two. I apologize for my mispronunciation. She came from there, and I remember she hated people from Barcelona, and I don't blame her, because they're probably all stuck up, and they are. They want to secede from the country because they feel that they pay too much taxes to Madrid, and that they on their own have a substantial, well enough economy to sustain themselves. Just like, let's say here in the States we have California and maybe Texas, But anyways, that's news from Spain. Who cares? It's across the pond. Never been there. I probably never will go. Mom and dad went. That's good enough for me, because essentially, that's the thing with YouTube. Once you have YouTube, it's almost like you have the whole world, and Google, just the internet. When you have the internet, it's almost like you have the whole world at your hands, except for what's censored. Here in the States, obviously, we're not going to know what's censored to us. Allegedly, we have complete freedom of press, but don't believe that. Other countries like China, for instance, China, they got the Great Firewall, which in the late 90s, I believe it was, or yeah, I think it was the late 90s. I think it was Clinton that said it. He said that the internet is this great thing. Everybody in the world is going to have access to it no matter what. And China is doing a very good job at keeping their citizens in the dark. Their Great Firewall has proven to be, and then look at all the hackers. You got hackers from North Korea, from Russia, who essentially are doing what the United States has always done in the past. They essentially rigged our political systems. The reason we are the way we are right now is because of Russia. I'll just be out loud and say it. Maybe I'll get killed by a Russian spy down here in Broward County. Who knows? It's not funny to say, but it's true. They leaked documents at just the right time before the 2016 election. I think it was, which essentially is why Trump became president. And after Trump became president, that paved way to where we are right now, where essentially, according to the media, we're a divided nation. But like I said, if you're tired of all that, just turn it off. The Amish, if one of them are kind enough to welcome you to their home, and you're a decent enough person, I would imagine that would be the first case. People can see through people. Once you see people IRL, and they don't know anything about what's going on in the government. They don't know anything what's going on in the states, in the country. All they're worried about is their like where they live, their community. Excuse me. Sorry for that. Their communities, the well-being of their people. They're not perfect. There is people over there that there's addiction. I don't know what else goes on, but it's one thing that I do want to say before I end this video. I want to keep this short. Self-driving cars were essentially built hundreds of years ago, and I'll tell you why. I saw a video on the other day. It was a short on YouTube Shorts, and it was of an Amish gentleman who apparently was driving while intoxicated. But keep in mind, since he's Amish, what he drives is a buggy that's drawn by a horse. So the police officers, local law enforcement, they were trying to yell at him, saying, "Hey, sir, wake up, wake up, wake up!" Another cop came by. He's like, "What happened?" He's like, "Oh man, I saw a bottle of beer. He's passed out." And then the officer goes, "Don't worry about it. The horse knows exactly how to get home. He'll just probably wake up in front of his house." So the horse knows exactly how to get from where they were back to the house. So that right there essentially is a real self-driving car. And I would imagine too that they also know how to look out for traffic, because I also saw another short about a cow who gets let out every day at a certain time to go out and graze or whatever, and then when she comes back to where she's supposed to go, where the people that own her, she stops at the at the road. She stops right before where the road starts, when the cars are going, and she waits till she gets picked up by her owners so that she can get escorted through the highway. Okay, so animals are way smarter than we think. And I was talking to the princess about that the other day, and apparently she already knew what I was going to say, because we were talking about ravens, I think it was. No, not ravens. We were talking about crows. I guess raven is a type of crow, but I just remember that because of Teen Titans. But yeah, so we're talking about crows, and I was about to tell her how smart they were, and she like took the words right out of my mouth. She already knew what I was gonna say. So I've been watching a lot of animal videos, I guess. All right, well, everybody have a wonderful day. Please be kind to one another. And I just realized yesterday, all the links that I've been putting in all the descriptions of all my videos, I've got about almost 300 videos, I'd say, or at least between 250, 300. I've been putting the links in wrong. I've been typing it how I would type it in the like, you know, in the thing, but not how it is once it goes into it. Like, how to explain it, like without the HTTP colon backslash back or forward slash, and then or HTTPS for secure, I think, colon forward slash, and then the name of the domain and whatnot. So I've been having to go back and fix all that, and hopefully that will help in case there's people that do read the descriptions and might be interested in either joining Patreon, making a donation, whatnot. They can just go to the description and then just click on the link. Before, it was not possible. They would have been in too much trouble. They would have to copy the description I put in the link I put in the description and pasted it into their browser. But let's face it, if people are going to do something on a whim, you know, for instance, they say, oh, I feel like donating or something, they're not going to go down to the description, click on it, oh, it doesn't work, and then they're not going to say, well, let me try to copy and paste. No, they're just going to say, oh, whatever, you know. So let's see if that works. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for all the good stuff. Everything will be at the post-credit scenes. And I hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful Saturday afternoon and evening. And please be safe. Thanks. Bye-bye.